Let me see it.
It's healed up pretty good, right?
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hi, my name's Todd. My music was in a Pizza Hut commercial, and this is how to make it in music. We've been doing this show for a while now.
Yeah.
This is the fourth episode. Feels like
third one with a guest on it.
Yeah. Feels like the 400th episode. Feels like the 500th with a guest.
There'd be less. It'd feel like the two.
And I would love if we could start with a little Q&A. You know, we didn't get to it last week because of some stuff that happened. And
I actually want to take a second to address that and apologize to you and to everyone who watches the show. Thank you for having me back on the show. And I know that things haven't always gone smoothly with me on, but I hope that today we're going to see a different kind of show, a show that goes according to your plan with no issues. And I want to say thank you to all the fans who are concerned about my health. Good news. I'm getting the stitches removed pretty soon here. And the doctor says that not one but two of my lips are going to be just fine when it's all said and done.
I want to give a quick recap of the trip to the hospital, the trip to the ER that we took, because the episode ended with Tyler collapsing in the hallway near the door, but then we took him to the ER after that. Tevin and I did, and I just wanted to make sure I brought all of our viewers up to speed. So after Tyler collapsed into the hallway, Tevin and I rolled his limp ass into his Prius. I came back in for a second just to make sure I mopped up a little bit of the blood because I don't want my cat getting hepatitis A through whatever other letter they have.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Shh. This isn't. I don't want to know all of your medical records. There's HIPAA stipulations that don't allow me to know that kind of shit anyway. All right.
Right. Okay. But I can volunteer that information to you.
I don't want to know how many hepatitis you have. Then we hopped back into the car. I hopped into the car with Tevin and Tyler. Tyler in the back, just curled up in a fetal position, making weird moans and screeches that I've only heard in bat documentaries. Finally roll up to the ER. I kind of push him out the door, but there's a nurse.
You pushed me out the door.
Shh. There's a nurse right there who's like, well, someone's got to check him in. And I was like, I've seen this in the movies a bunch. They just push him out into there's like the turnout. And you just push them out, and then you can get out of there, and you don't have to deal with the paperwork. And the nurse wasn't having it, so we brought him inside.
Why would the paperwork have been?
Do you remember how you were?
Yeah, I know.
Remember how nice and quiet you were when you were passed out? Do you remember that? The Tyler from last week, the Tyler who was unconscious most of the time, that actually was the best version of Tyler. That's the most fun I've had with Tyler so far.
The most fun you've had with me is when I was unconscious.
Don't be gross.
Okay, well, it's just that when you say
don't
that,
be
it sounds
gross.
kind.
You're being a pervert. People don't like perverts generally. So we bring him inside. We're sitting there in the waiting room. There are kids crying just by looking at him. These kids were fine beforehand. They're crying.
They were in the emergency room. I don't really think they were probably fine.
They were playing games. It was the mom who had something weird going on with her body. I didn't want to get into it, but the kids were fine. They were coloring and playing games and stuff like that. They looked at your face. They started crying. They didn't even care that their mom was in pain. I took you in when the doctor did finally see you. She said she'd never seen something so brutal. She was a field medic in Desert Storm.
Did you hit something in my Prius at the hospital too? Because I did notice there was a dent on the passenger door.
Not at the hospital. It wasn't at the hospital.
Okay. I don't have any blood diseases. Don't tell people I have blood diseases. That's not cool, man.
I totally get your concern. I totally get that. I'm going to tell people what I want to tell people. Also,
okay,
well, that's the other half of that. Want to get back to the episode?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
It's going to be a good episode, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your chin up. It's going to be a good episode. We had some issues last week. We weren't able to get to the Q&A, so we're going to do it this week. So let's go ahead and get going.
All right. I'm excited. Changing things up a little bit today.
That's right.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, we are.
You don't even really need to seal the envelopes, I don't think.
How about when you get your show? When you get your show,
okay,
you can decide how you want to do your envelopes. Oh, look who it's from. Do you remember Mike?
Oh yeah,
You guys maybe remember Mike? Mike
yeah.
left a comment after I think it was the first video actually.
It was, yeah.
He was commenting on.
Hey Mike, how's it going out there? And
hey Mike,
on YouTube out in the YouTube world.
Yeah. So Mike had commented about our audio. This was it. And
a little bit aggressive, Mike.
Yeah, but we said like, oh, we're gonna do this thing, or we're gonna humiliate Mike now. And so we started like a whole new segment for it. And then last week actually we were going to do it too, and we ended up not doing it.
Yeah, I actually we talked about this.
Yeah.
And we had recorded some footage.
Yeah.
And I felt uncomfortable with it. I don't think this is the kind of show you're trying to do. We're trying to do a show about music, about positivity.
Sure.
So I did caution you against it, and you took my advice, and that meant a lot to me. So thanks for hearing what I had to say.
Yeah. Let's see what Mike has to say now.
Oh, so that's from.
It's from Mike. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Hey, Todd and Tyler, you f***ing cowards. I'm so glad that you gave up so early. It shows what spineless pieces of trash you two really are.
Mind if I take a look
Go
at
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it from here.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little something about spine, about backbone, Mike. Okay?
This is
Shh. You keep these little lips shut. Do I have to do it again?
No. Okay, go ahead.
This episode is about audio quality, Mike.
Oh, God.
Mike, just as the Eskimo have a multitude of words for snow, we musicians have a multitude of words for people who care about audio quality. Do you want to hear some of them? Coward.
Oh, God.
Invertebrate. Sell out. We have a ton of them.
This is such a bad idea, man. I can tell we should not be filming today. You're not in a good mood for this. Tevin, I think we should just...
Tevin, if you move one muscle right now, I will make sure it is the last muscle you ever move. And you might want to keep those lips shut, unless you want to lose them. Shut. So, it's true. I don't really care that much about audio quality. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm not mainstream, Mike. I guess I'm not a sellout. I guess I'm not a coward. You ever listen to black metal, Mike? Have you ever listened to punk rock? Have you ever listened to garage rock?
I'm super allergic to Cat Stevens today. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. Every time we come here, that medicine you gave me normally works. And today it's not doing anything for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess it probably makes sense that it's not working since the stuff I gave you today isn't actually allergy medicine.
I'm sorry?
I said the stuff I gave you today isn't actually allergy medicine. I gave you a placebo. Okay?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because if you mess with the integrity of my show, I mess with you.
This is about last episode?
Yeah. You're slowing down the production of my show, and I'm slowing down the production of your mucus.
Okay, well, you realize that this is going to affect the quality of your show also, because I'm super allergic. I'm going to be allergic for the rest of the episode.
Right. Okay. Can it? If you can't handle it, we'll have to fight. So again, back to audio quality. Here's the thing with audio quality. Robert Browning, in his dramatic monologue Andrea del Sarto, wrote, "Ah, but a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for?" Obviously, this is...
I don't feel like I'm really going to sneeze more.
You can take them out when you've proven that you don't need them anymore. Okay? Until then, let's just keep them snug up there. What Browning was getting at was that imperfections show the artist's struggle. It's the imperfections in music that make...
I can't really breathe out of my nose, so it's really hard to focus during this.
Can you try not breathing at all? Can you try not breathing at all? Let's do that. Let's try that for 5 minutes, see what happens. Try not breathing at all. So yeah, Mike, I'm not mainstream. I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for not being straight down the center for you. I live a pretty raw lifestyle. You seen this jacket? Look, it's got fringe on it and stuff. And like this part's torn, I think too. You think it comes this way? And this one did come this way. But the only reason I bought a jacket like this is because I'm not going to spend, $150 on a jacket and then have it just get torn up just because I have like a pretty raw lifestyle. My point, Mike, is if anything, good art is inversely proportional to audio quality. All right?
I think I busted one of my stitches when I sneezed.
How about now?
Oh, fuck.
I would like it if you'd stop looking at me like that. I didn't mean to flick you. Okay? So I think it's probably about time to wrap up this episode. Before we do, I want to get back on track with something we started before. I like to finish the things that I start. And I just want to send out a little reminder to all you trolls, to all you backstabbers in the YouTube comments. I want to remind you, I'll come for you. Okay? Have you seen me, man? I'm not a doormat, okay? I'm not some wussy boy, like some people are. Hold still. If you want to use the boo berries, hold still. Jeez.
Boo berries?
Yes, boo berries. For boo-boos. That's what my mom used to call them. Don't be an idiot. Nerd.
It's just not cold all over. They're starting to melt a little bit.
I don't care. So, long story short, we're bringing back a little segment called Mike Shaming. That's right. We're bringing back Mike Shaming. And
Todd, that's not going to solve anything,
well,
man. It's not going to stop people from saying stuff
about us
online. Did you forget about
this? Did you forget about this?
No.
Huh? That's right. We can't have people doing this to us, all right? But I'll tell you what, you come at the king, you get the horns.
Okay, but you talked into the microphone just now. We didn't have a microphone before we got this feedback. Okay. It was just feedback that helped us get a microphone on the show.
It's not just that. It's a principle. Okay? We're going to do it. Stop trying to protest. Tevin's going to put it up there on the monitor for us so we can watch it. It's going to be right here. So, Tevin, why don't we pull up the picture and blur it out a little less? Okay? And Mike, here's what happens when you mess with the big dogs. Let's reveal it the rest of the way, Tevin. Wait,
is that you?
Tevin, actually, no, cut it. Tevin, can you actually get rid of that now? Not.
Is that bigger. You eating at a Domino's by yourself?
No, it's not. Stop it. Tevin, take it down.
We should do
Tevin,
a Domino's commercial song now.
Shut up.